welcome to week 87 of the DVDFiends. Today I'll be reviewing a film that is more like a documentary, but the content of it can classify it a little bit more with horror in ways. And that is graphic sexual horror. This comes out from Synapse Films on, I think, August 10th. Basically, this documentary is about, I think it's insects.com. It's basically these, the two people who brought this together actually originally was wanting to make a film about it, but they figured they would do a documentary about it and pretty much go from there and make a film about it. But nonetheless, it's pretty much about, it kind of like goes through the rise and fall of this website, which is a more like extreme bondage website. I think it started up in like 1998. It went until like, I think the early 2000s actually. But pretty much they interview different models, different people that worked on the website and everything, and they even have some parts where it's talking with the guy who founded the website and everything. Actually, I have quite a few parts with him. But nonetheless, you kind of get like a feel for what reason why these girls were doing this and everything. And for the most part, it was all about the money. You know, they were doing all this crazy like bondage stuff for the money, honestly. And like some of them were even saying that they would act like, yeah, they're doing it mainly for doing the bondage, but in the long run they were just doing it for money. And I don't know, I was kind of split on the guy who started the website. Let's see, what's his name? Trying to find it here. I just can never remember his name. But nonetheless, at times I found myself not liking this guy because he was definitely in it for the money, it seemed like, and which is fine and everything, because when it comes down to entertainment, I mean, yeah, you do want to make money off of it, but I do see that there should be some level of wanting to do this as an art or something like that, because really, a lot of the stuff they did at times was really artistic, and really had a more artistic edge to it than more of a sexual edge, in my opinion. But the biggest thing is that there's just one scene, especially, that they point out that this girl, before she got like they did like these web shows. Before she ever did that, she made a agreement with him and said there would be no slapping in her face. Well, pretty much what they do is, like, the people that are on the internet, they're in like this room and they tell them things they want him to do to her. Well, one of the first things is the guy says to slap her, he comes up and just slaps the shit out of her, and does it a few times, and gets pissed off at her because she's like getting all emotional about it. But then it's kind of weird, she won't really actually just tell him, well, hey, you know, you're not supposed to do that, we had an agreement. And pretty much you can tell that the guy who was running it was, it's kind of like he kind of realized that he wasn't supposed to do that, and he still got pissed off at her though, and still took it out on her. But you can kind of tell, like, in ways this guy seems like such a douchebag, honestly. But overall, it is a good documentary. It does show you a lot about it, about the website and everything, and they actually were pretty big for the type of site it was, and it was something definitely original at the time. Now, of course, you can find like this type of stuff all over the place on the internet, but they actually got pretty much shut down. Well, they pretty much had to shut down, like doing new stuff and all that kind of stuff. They just have, like, I think their website's just an archive now, but they pretty much had to shut down because I think it was Homeland Security or something like that pretty much convinced the credit card companies not to process any kind of payments to these guys through that. And the only way that anyone could have paid for it is if they sent like a check or something, and that would take forever to do, and how they'd have to do it. So they pretty much just closed down shop. Other than that, there's not really much I could say, but it is, I think, nearly 86 minutes. And there's at times, honestly, I felt myself getting a little bored because you do hear some of the stuff, same stuff over again. Um, but if you're into documentaries and you want to watch something a little bit more that's a little more adult oriented, definitely check this one out. If you're not into like seeing bondage or anything like that, I would say in ways don't check it out, or actually no, do check it out no matter what. Just check it out if you like documentaries. It's a good documentary. It even shows on some of the set of them doing stuff. Yeah, and I can't really say too much more about it, but definitely check it out. Alright guys, take it easy. Bye.